Ladies and gentlemen, let's move forward. And we move down a weight class, and it just keeps getting better and better. Let's introduce our athletes right now. The first of these is making his return to East versus West for East versus West 7. He has high aspirations and a high level of power. Representing the United States of America, welcome the mighty Doug Erlich!
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the stage now, Doug Erlich and his all business. Now listen, he coached Mindaugas there through the first match. He watched Adam Warzinski just get roughed up by Bacho. Though all the feelings are here, I predict Doug Erlich does take the hand of Daniel and finishes pretty clearly in the first round. That's when the fight will begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent needs no introduction anywhere in the world of arm wrestling. This man has carved himself a legacy. Please welcome national champion, European champion, and former champion of the world, Mr. Daniel Procopciuc.
Daniel Procopciuc, hailing from Moldova. This guy is an absolute unit. Might be small in stature, but he is massive when it comes to hooking and stopping power. Really excited to see what he's going to do here on the table with Doug Erlich. This dude is a multiple world champion. The guy's list is impressive of his accomplishments. 27 years old, 5'7", 171 pounds. You know, 15-inch biceps, 15-inch forearms, but it's the way you use it, Travis. It's the way you use it.
No doubt. I spent some time in Moldova, actually through a couple arm wrestling tournaments over there with the great Andrew Rhodes. Daniel was an intricate part of the entire Moldova arm wrestling scene. Super intelligent human being. When I met Daniel, it was a 154-pound version. Now at 171, way bigger, way stronger. A lot of joint manipulation here in the game. We'll start off in the straps. Both have agreed to it. Again, I'm really surprised at the first round commitment to these straps, especially when both competitors are required to agree. If I've got that buckle on the back side of my hand and I'm an endurance puller like Daniel, he must have some major confidence up here against the American.
I mean, I was surprised that Doug would take the straps. I mean, wanting to get out there and really probably expose the hand of Daniel, I'm surprised he wants to be tied down to the base of Daniel's hand and not allow him to get up into his fingers as early without the straps. So that's more shocking to me. But, I mean, I guess if he knew that Daniel was going to have the buckle, maybe he was a little more persuaded to do that. But how explosive is Doug going to have to be in this first round to really get the wrist compromised of Daniel Procopciuc?
Yeah, I feel like he has to be the same food just warmed over there, the same match when he was in there with Coach Ray. Definitely the underdog. Coach Ray was on a win streak, 5 super matches in a row, bigger than Doug Erlich, and now you come into this situation and you see the bottom 2 fingers of Daniel creeping around there, trying to get around to stop this match wrist to wrist. I do like the height of one Doug Erlich at the beginning of this negotiation.
Yeah, really getting that webbing high right now, and that's going to allow his hand when they start the match to be over on the top of Daniel's hand, so he can go crashing down on top of it. It's a pretty big advantage for sure.
Seen the carving there of Daniel. Already have had the referee not warn him, but definitely let him know that carving. Ooh, he's got a good grip right there. Yeah, almost too much. Come on, Doug, be smart here.
Little bit down because you cover his knuckles. Little bit down.
Here we go. First round tells a lot of things about the match. Let's see how this handles.
They look to be turned in a little too much for my liking. If I was Doug, maybe I'd step back a little bit. Daniel looks a little carved in there. As they turn, you can see Daniel getting a little more uncomfortable with that.
Ooh, with a slow start, Daniel able to go first and get a hold of Doug. This is right where Daniel wanted to be. But I really think that ready go and Daniel cupping in first led a lot to this position. Is it smart for Doug to stay in this and really maybe put this much work in on his arm? Wow. Definitely what we expected when it went inside, right into Daniel's spot. Daniel feeling very comfortable in there. I'm really interested to see what kind of adjustments Doug's going to make. Is he going to want the straps again? How hard is he going to hit? Let's see what Doug has for us.
You young Americans out there watching the screen, when you get to practice next Tuesday, when you think that you are done, take a look at this match and realize when you get on that airplane, Derek, and you fly those 9 hours over that water, you are going to face an absolute animal at the table. Doug Erlich has experienced that in round one. An intelligent guy here. False starts 3 times, stays away from those straps as much as possible, because you have to have seen the face. The look on the face of Daniel tells me that this is easy work for the Moldovan.
Yeah, I mean, when you get into a spot that you like, but I also saw the speed. I don't think Daniel false started, but I think maybe Doug went a little bit slow. He went second, which I think is maybe the most important aspect for Doug Erlich to really take over this match and really show what he can do. So the ready go is gonna mean everything for Doug Erlich in this match right now.
No doubt. And even in the strap, without the set grip, you can see a lot of dead time where they're just adjusting the hand and wrist, trying to straighten it out. If I'm Doug Erlich, I'm spending the minute that requires me to get in the set grip, I'm spending it before the straps are even applied.
It looks like Doug's opting for no straps. Like I was saying, he's going to make Daniel earn that strap capability. So is Daniel going to try to hold on, or will Daniel try to slip and just not expel any energy and go straight to the straps? I mean, with how confident he looked, he might just try to hold on to Doug, and that might spell doom, potentially.
Okay, just straight your wrist, straight your wrist.
I think Doug would love the overconfidence of Daniel to allow him to manipulate this grip a little bit. And listen, if you're here to win, with the new rule set that there will be a delay between the ready and the go, I feel like you could be forgiven, Derek, for a couple false starts early in a super match.
No, it's one elbow.
One elbow foul on Doug, a little bit of bobble up there. Daniel challenged up top, though. Surprising, he wasn't going for that. But you could tell if Daniel's trying to top roll, he's going for the straps as well. He's trying to get out of there.
Daniel's more or less begging the referees, like, please don't get involved. Daniel trying to talk to Doug. Doug is not feeling it at all, Derek.
You have one foul, be careful. Straight your shoulder, don't move your shoulder. Okay, come closer.
And Doug with a longer form, you can see his webbing get a little above Daniel's already in this setup. But Daniel's going to roll out. I imagine he's going to try to top roll out and see the back of his hand in a second. Yep, back of his hand facing him, trying to escape. Doug playing the hand games, try to do a little bit of damage.
Just relax, Doug. No reason to hurry, Doug.
There we go, back to the straps, what Daniel was wanting in the first place. And I don't think that took much out of Daniel's wrist. I was really hoping Doug would be able to get up on top of his hand and really put a little bit of work in on Daniel's wrist. Now, the strap application is going to be super important here. How tight is this strap going to be? Is Doug going to be able to manipulate this strap and get a looser strap so he can slide up Daniel's thumb and get higher up in his fingers, make it a little more challenging for Daniel to get a hold of him?
I think that we can clearly see a connection change is required for Doug Erlich to receive any sort of angle and leverage advantage. I mean, listen, Ray Charles can see right now that Daniel is a bad, bad dude. If I'm Doug Erlich, I am trying to pull out every single highlight film of Travis Bagent in the world. I am false starting. I am 100% as soon as they put, hand starts hurting as soon as they put any pressure in that strap. Doug allowing that strap to be super tight. We can see how confident the young Moldovan is. Definitely an uphill battle for the American.
I mean, for Doug to mimic Travis Bagent, we only have so much time in the day for this match to go on. We can't be here all night, you know what I mean? So we got to get this thing started at some point.
Whatever it takes, Derek, whatever it takes. Here we go, round 2, ladies and gentlemen, East versus West, 7. On the main stage, Doug Erlich, anxious to get this match started. Go! Early, get started. Oh, look at the pronation and wrist curl. I promised myself I wouldn't say that word, but it has never been so clear. Look at the face of the young Moldovan. Absolutely impressive. Not the same sort of match with Bacho, but definitely nothing different. Complete domination.
Surprised Doug didn't, either lay down or try, intentional foul or something to get that restarted. Really holding in there and going right into Daniel's power, and Daniel just smiling and going to work. Able to get his spot successfully in each match so far. Yeah, deep inside there, Daniel's right at home. Doug has to dig deep. What is he going to do now?
Yeah, the fact is you can look at this simply and think that Doug Erlich is not at the level of Daniel. But ladies and gentlemen, just know that for the most part, no one can really beat Doug Erlich in the United States at 176 pounds. This is an absolute amazing arm wrestler, and it just goes to show you the level of competition that Engin Terzi has gathered here in Istanbul. It's absolutely second to none, Derek.
Maybe I'm expecting a little more low handy out of Doug, maybe for him to drop the riser on his wrist and really try to bring out the backside of his forearm to try to get into Daniel's fingers, his bottom two fingers a little more, and expose it a little bit more.
I don't understand any of that. Is that Chinese that you're talking there, Derek?
No, this is just the new arm wrestling world, Travis. You've been gone for a long time.
Ever since I left, all of a sudden, there's a buckle side of the strap. There's all this technical terms. Listen, for me, it was always easy. All I had to do, Derek, was show up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Travis. You showed up and you made it happen. I can't argue that.
Ladies and gentlemen, how many of these sharp comments is Derek going to take here? We're early, only the third match here. Is there 11 or 12 matches today? I can't really. 12 matches, so we are 1/4 of the way done. I have thrown at least 7 slick comments toward the big man here. I'm starting to feel like I am still the alpha when we're both in the room, Derek.
You hold on to those old matches we had, Travis. Anyway, so Doug, what is he going to do here, guys? He has to get up in Daniel's fingers. He has to go first if he's going to have any hope to try to get this done. The way that Doug's been arm wrestling and letting Daniel really cup him in and use those bottom two fingers can spell doom. I want to see Doug's thumb higher. I want to see him getting higher up into Daniel's hand. Oh, Daniel with the top roll, really trying to show what he can do. Trying to make a show out of it. Wow. Daniel Procopciuc, amazing performance, really showing domination in this match, showing what he can do when he gets his spot and when he gets what he likes. Daniel Procopciuc is a legend for sure. From Moldova, this man is a beast.
Yeah, absolutely. Genuinely perfect when it comes to the way that he disposed of a super strong Doug Erlich, motivated at the absolute height of his arm wrestling career. And listen, I told you before, Derek, be careful who you're arm wrestling. Today, it was super lopsided. The Moldovan, absolute animal here in Istanbul.
It was surprising at the end, though, that Daniel ended up trying to top roll. I think he was just trying to flex. I mean, he's traditionally a hardcore inside puller, a hook puller. I think he was just trying to show a little bit of versatility and the strength difference on the table when he started pulling outside in the third round here. Doug committing everything, really leaving it all on the table. I don't think his arms are not feeling very good for the next few days. I don't think Daniel really showing his capabilities, though, when the straps are applied and when he's in the match. So let's go down to the stage and see what's going on here with Coach Ray.
I'm here with the winner, Daniel Procopciuc. Let's hear it for Daniel. Masterclass of arm wrestling. Легко.
Нет, я готовился для Доги, знал, как он борется, поэтому атаковал его в слабые места. Я знал, что он крюк слабее, если начал с верхом, может быть у меня были проблемы, не знаю.
So he said he prepared very well for this match. He took him very seriously. He didn't know how strong he is. So he was afraid that he might open him up with the top roll, but that didn't happen. So I'll ask him in Russian, then I'll translate in English as well. На следующий. Вот ты можешь пойти 85-75. Ты хочешь попробовать стать чемпионом на 75? Или ты думаешь еще раз 85?
Просто у меня есть еще дело незаконченное 85. Я хочу титул 85. Когда получу титул 85, буду и в 75. Это в 75 легко получить титул.
So I asked him, because he can fit in both classes in 75 and 85, and what's the plans? He said he has unfinished business at 85, and then when he takes that title, he'll go down and take double champ title. Are you ready for Aidarhan? Always, always, always. Yeah. Daniel Procopciuc.